swing, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing. Swing, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing, yeah. Hey, baby, do you come here often? Strike two. Hey, baby, now watch your sign. Strike three. Hold on now, where you going? He is out. Jimmy's out. Next in line. Swing, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing. Swing, batter, batter,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. Tonight, the Pirates will be taking on the McComb Tigers in McComb for the final game of the Region Series in the regular season this year. The Pirates defeated the Tigers by a score of 7-1 last night, and by doing so, clinched the Region 6 5A championship with a 7-1 overall record tonight. They'll try to make that record 8-1 as they take on the McComb Tigers here at McComb. Good evening. I'm Darryl Palmer, DP, your play-by-play voice of Pearl Pirate Athletics. I'll be joined tonight by Justin Bennett, my color commentator, as we're sitting in the bleachers directly behind home plate on what is an absolutely gorgeous night here in South Mississippi as the McComb Tigers and the Pearl Pirates get ready to do battle tonight. Right now, the temperature is 74 degrees. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. 74-degree temperature here in McComb. Winds out of the north at 5 miles per hour, humidity at 30%, visibility unlimited. It's just a gorgeous night. The temperature is going to fall a little bit as we go through the game. By the time we get to first pitch, it says 72, then 70 at 7, 66 at 8, 60 at 9. It's going to be a gorgeous night for baseball. Right now, they've just introduced the starting lineups. Their plate meeting is still going on. I'm assuming they're going to wait for the plate meeting to end before they do the national anthem. Justin, you can't ask for a pretty night. I am looking at the flag, though. It's blowing in out of the north, so that's blowing from left field down into the home plate area, but a beautiful night for baseball.
Absolutely. You could not ask for a better night for the game, for this game. I mean, it's a great atmosphere here from McComb. Perfect weather. I think we're not going to have any major temperature dip before this game's over. So it'll be a great night for baseball. And they are ready for the national anthem. Interesting, she's going to actually go stand on the pitcher's mound to sing. So we're going to pause. And that was the national anthem sung here tonight at McComb High School. We're moments away from the first pitch. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll give you the starting lineups in the first pitch. McComb Tigers and the Pearl Pirates here on the Pirate Media Network.
The Mississippi Braves.
Mississippi Braves 2013 baseball season is right around the corner. Don't miss all the excitement and action when the regular season begins on Thursday, April 4th. There's still some great seat locations for season tickets for all 70 home games or other ticket packages. Call the Trustmark Park box office at 888-BRAVES-4 or stop by the ballpark box office and reserve your season tickets, ticket packages, or individual game tickets right away. Opening night, April 4th, sponsored by the Mississippi Army National Guard.
Making every game fun.
Serving Mississippi since 1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirates Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. I'm Darryl Palmer, joined by Justin Bennett. The Pirates getting ready to take on the Tigers from McComb High School. Starting lineup for you tonight. First for the batting order for the Pearl Pirates, Parker Thurman will be leading off, playing right field. Alex Hutton will bat second, playing second base. Zach Carter in center field, batting third. Zach Prince will catch and bat fourth. Dalton Sullivan will be playing first base, batting fifth. Jimmy Boyd, the third baseman, will bat sixth. Phelan Smith will play left field, bat seventh. Hunter Allen will pitch and bat eighth. And Nick Lawrence, a shortstop, will be batting in the number 9 spot. Pirates not using a DH tonight, running straight 9 in the batting order. Defensively for the McComb Tigers, interesting, they're going to have a little discussion back here right by the fence, directly behind the pitcher throwing. But defensively for McComb, in left field will be Krishawn Spite. In center field will be Cortez Brown. And in right field will be Marquell Carroll. Was injured a little bit last night. Evidently he's okay. He's going to be back in the game tonight. At third base will be Carlos May. The shortstop, Adrian Brown. At second base will be Jatarius Wilson. At first base, Henry McDonald. Behind the plate, Corey Lewis. And getting the start on the mound will be Richard Brown. That's the starting lineups for both teams. As we're just moments away, I do want to ask Coach Barnett something, so I'm going to give it back to Justin for just a minute.
All right, it looks like they're investigating the fence here. And the fence here behind home plate has a little the chain link comes down and kind of curls back up. Home plate umpire having an issue with that, but I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do with that right now.
Short of calling a fence man to come out here and,
right.
Put in a new fence and repair it, there's not going to be anything done about that. We're ready to get underway. Parker Thurman to be leading off for the Pirates. Parker hitting .341 on the season. And he'll be leading off for the Pirates tonight. And the first pitch fouled off, and we're underway here at McComb High School. Time of the first pitch, 6:01. Now the 0-1 pitch to Parker. Up and in for a ball. 1 strike to count.
It's been a while since you and I did a baseball game together.
It feels like it's been an eternity.
It really does.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Of course, I missed 4 games. I missed
right.
Friday night, a doubleheader Saturday that we didn't go broadcast, and a
right.
Tuesday night game. You did one of those with Roy Harper.
I did.
And Greg Flynn did one of those with Roy Harper. That pitch outside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Having trouble hearing our home plate umpire. Well, maybe we turn our crowd mic up just a little bit. Maybe we'll be able to hear him. I got it pointed right at him, just 20 feet behind him, but he's facing the other way, of course. Outside for a ball, Parker Thurman draws a leadoff walk for the Pirates. That'll bring Alex Hutton to the plate. Alex hitting .216 on the season. He's going to give you some pitching stats on Mr. Brown. Richard Brown's got a 7 ERA. He's appeared in 2 games, 4 innings, 14 batters, 6 at-bats, 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned. Last night he also has walked 2, now 3. He came in last night in relief late in the game. That pitch misses high for a ball to Alex Hutton.
It's never a good sign when your pitcher, after throwing a pitch, steps off the pitcher's mound yawning. It's not a good sign if that's your team.
Did you say yawning?
Yawning. He came off the mound just in a yawn, like just waking up. It's interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Sometimes I think umpires do that. I've never known a pitcher to do that. Now the 1-0 pitch, they're going to throw over towards Parker Thurman. It's going to get high. It's going to be not very far, though. It's very little bit of room in foul territory. And Parker elects to stay at first base and not try to advance and take a chance on getting thrown out here early in the ball game. I do notice this. The home plate umpire has a brace on his right hand.
He does.
And he's smart. He keeps that behind his back while he's in the stance there. Make sure that hand doesn't get hit. Now the 1-0 pitch. Again, they're going to throw it to Parker. Again, it gets away. This time Parker's going to go because it goes into the dugout. And so it's going to be an error by the pitcher as he threw over there twice, and both times he threw it extremely high. So Parker's going to advance on a throwing error by the pitcher. He'll be at second base.
They've got a really pretty tall first baseman from where we sit.
6'5".
So, wow. So he really
6'5".
is throwing it high over
Very
there.
much. Now the 1-0 pitch to Alex. Misses outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Brown looks back at Parker Thurman and delivers. High ball 3. Interesting field setup. You don't see many anymore where you don't have full dirt infields or full, at least a base pass. Just a little area around the base itself is all it's dirt. The rest of it is grass throughout the infield, even in the shortstop, second base areas. 3-0 pitch. Alex is going to show bunt, pull back, take a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Field looks to be in pretty good shape. The field definitely has a slope to it from outfield coming in all the way from left field across to right field, and third base down towards first base. There's a slope somewhat. That pitch misses high, back-to-back walks to start off the game. And I remember, too, there's a big hill literally in left field. You get back towards the fence where the warning track could be. There's a slope. Goes up about 3 feet.
Goes up. That's right.
Zach Carter now steps to the batter's box.
Taller fence, almost a double fence in right field.
Public address announcer called him Zach Price. It's Zach Carter. Zach Prince is on deck.
That next.
2 runners on base, 2 walks. That first pitch hit well into right center field. Center fielder chasing. It'll get down for a base hit for Zach Carter. He had to wait and make sure that he could go to second. He's going to go under a no tag. Runner's coming to the plate. He's going to be safe. So it's going to be a double by Zach Carter. Kind of interesting that the shortstop didn't try to tag him out as he was going into second. They instead tried to relay to the plate and get Parker Thurman out at the plate, and the catcher has the ball bounce out of his glove, and Parker slides in safe, and the Pirates take an early 1-0 lead.
The throw to the plate was on time. If he could have just held on to it and make the tag, he squeezed just a little too early. The ball got away from him.
Number 2.
Slides under that safely, does Parker Thurman.
I had now figured out what the public address is. He is saying the on-deck batter as well. He's giving the guy in the batter's box and the guy on deck. That's why I heard him say Zach Prince a while ago. On the inside corner for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to count. Carter at second, Hutton at third. Outside for a ball, 1-1 to count. It was interesting with Zach Carter hitting that ball out to right center. He had to slow up as he round first because Alex Hutton and Parker Thurman had to wait and make sure that the center fielder didn't catch it. And Zach had to make sure that Alex was going to keep going to third before he ran to second. Now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Now the 2-1 delivery. Chopped left side. Fair ball. Staying in fair play. Throw to first. Not in time. It's going to be a base hit, and the run's going to score. 2 runs will score. I'm going to give a base hit to Zach Prince. Hutton scores on the base hit. And Zach Carter is actually going to score on the error as it bounced away. Well, he was coming up. Well, he's got to score him on the error. And it's going to be on the
third baseman.
Third baseman on the throw because he threw it low. And the Pirates lead 3-0 here in the top of the first. They put up 3 in the bottom of the first last night to take a 3-0 lead. Then didn't score again until the 4th. Showing bunt, pull back, takes a ball, throw down as the runner's going, safe. As Phelan, it's Todd Jenkins, courtesy runner for the catcher Zach Prince, and he'll get the stolen base. Dalton Sullivan at the plate, hitting .242. Now the 1-0 pitch. Grounded towards third baseman. Goes off his glove into left field. Ty Jenkins is going to round third, coming to the plate. No throw to the plate. It's going to be an error on the third baseman. Ball went right past him. Put his glove down and just didn't make the play. And Jenkins, running all the way, is going to score easily on the error. And for the Pirates, it's a 4-0 lead. Now Jimmy Boyd steps to the batter's box. Dalton Sullivan on the base pass. Hits the first pitch. Shallow center field. Center fielder coming in. Won't get there to make the catch. And Sullivan's going to get to second. Safe just in time, as it would have been a force if he was able to get there quick enough. It's going to be a base hit for Jimmy Boyd.
It's one of those situations where he had to also hold up to see if the center fielder was going to make the catch. Play a lot closer than it probably would have been had the ball been hit a little differently there at second base.
Now Phelan Smith steps into the batter's box. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. We're in the top of the first. Pearls jumped out to a 4-0 lead. I do notice on their scoreboard here, well, now they keep changing them back and forth. They had 4 hits, 2 errors. Now they got 4 hits, 3 hits, 4 errors. I don't know which way they're going with it. It should be 4 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors so far. Call strike on the outside part of the plate. No balls, 1 strike to count. Sullivan at second base, Boyd at first base, Phelan Smith in the batter's box. Takes that pitch away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
It's a unique ball sign he's given. He'll give you a strike, but he doesn't. He just kind of points his hand up in the air.
Well, if you'll notice, too, because of the brace, I guess, on his right hand, he doesn't give you the balls and strikes on his two.
That's true.
He does like 2-1
yeah,
and puts his fingers up separate. Hits him. He'll take his base after being hit by the pitch, and that will load the bases here in the bottom of the first for the Pirates for Hunter Allen, the starting pitcher tonight. Left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher. And Hunter's going to go to the mound with at least a 4-0 lead.
Has an opportunity here to help himself. Runners at first and second. Still DP, no one out in the inning. Oh, excuse me, bases loaded. My bad. Bases loaded, nobody out in the inning.
Short fence in right field, but it's a tall fence. I say short, it's a short porch, we would call it, so to speak. Not very far from here to there, but it's a very tall fence.
A little surprise here. You see the first baseman playing in, but everybody else playing normal depth, it looks like.
Well, shortstop's kind of playing even with the bag. Second baseman's back. It's kind of an odd defensive set. And throws behind him. Here comes the runner to the plate. And sliding in safe on the wild pitch comes Dalton Sullivan. The other 2 runners each advance. Boyd to third, Phelan Smith to second. Now we're going to get a visit to the mound by the McComb coach. With that, we're going to take a timeout. Pirates lead 5-0. We're still in the top of the first. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
Located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine-in or carry-out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh. Open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball. They had a discussion on the mound. They elected to leave Rashard Brown on the mound. He's got runners at second and third. Nobody out. A 1 ball, 1 strike count to Hunter Allen. That pitch outside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 24 pitches have been thrown now by Rashard Brown here in the top of the first. Yet to record an out. 9 strikes, 15 balls. No speed gun here, so we don't know for sure how fast he's throwing. There's a pitch on the inside corner for a call strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Hunter Allen.
Pirates have put the ball in play, some catchable balls even. Just put them in the right spots to come away with hits.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Misses low for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count to Hunter Allen. Nick Lawrence on deck. Now the full count pitch. Hits him. He'll take his base. And the Pirates once again will load the bases. And Nick Lawrence, a shortstop, coming to the batter's box. Still nobody out. We're going to get a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Hunter Allen gets that courtesy runner. Number 29 running for him, Michael Goodson at first base. And Nick Lawrence steps in. Nick has had few at-bats this year. He's hitting 111, has not had a lot of at-bats. Now the first pitch to him. Swings and misses at a high fastball. No balls, 1 strike to count. He's only had 9 plate appearances this year. 1 hit and 9 at-bats. He's got an opportunity to pick up quite a few RBI if he could get a good base hit here. Swings and misses. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. 5 runs here in the top of the first. Still nobody out. Bases loaded for the Pirates. Fouls that one back to the screen. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. The Pirates have picked up 3 hits. There have been 2 walks and 2 hit batters. Now the 0-2 pitch. Calls him strike 3. Umpire jumps out to the side, looks in, and says strike. Interesting.
Inside part of the plate, I guess, maybe.
Parker Thurman now steps in for the second time. He walked to lead off the ball game, scored the first of the 5 runs for the Pirates. Now there's 1 out with bases loaded. Parker takes it high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Hunter Allen throwing now beside the Pirate dugout, trying to get loose. It's been a long top half of the first inning.
That pitch misses up for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Kind of interesting, too, because he's down there without anybody protecting him. He's got his back to the batter. Nobody out there that I see with a glove to protect is what you normally would want. Hopefully they're keeping an eye out for him. Now the 2-0 pitch to Parker. High, ball 3. Bases loaded. You got no place to put him. Parker's already walked once. If he draws a walk here, he'll get an RBI to go with this one.
Yes, he will.
Now the 3-0 pitch. High, ball 4. Parker walks twice. And once again, we're going to get a visit to the mound. This time we'll get a pitching change as the Richard Brown for the McComb Tigers yet to record an out. He does have 1 out here in the top of the first. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Pirate Media Network.
Serving Mississippi since 1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
Harvey's Fish Hut is located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine-in or carry-out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh. Open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. Making some changes are the Tigers. The the left fielder, Krishan Spite, will now move to pitch. The pitcher went to center field. The center fielder went to left field. I think we got that right. try to do a little looking through the binoculars and sort that out. We do know that number 3 is the new pitcher, Krishawn Spite. Kind of interesting, the music that they're playing while they change their own pitcher. Now, I would see that for the opponent.
I could see that for the opponent, but not your own pitcher.
But you're pointing to everybody out that your own pitcher had a bad day, and that he did. Had a bad day. 1 out, top of the first, bases loaded, 6 runs have crossed the plate. Alex Hutton at the batter's box for the second time. First pitch popped up, shallow left center field. And center fielder moves in, makes a catch. Runner's going to tag from third. Here comes the throw, not in time. So it'll be a sac fly to center for Alex Hutton. Both the other runners will stay put.
Number 9.
And that'll bring Zach Carter to the plate. 7-0 Pirates lead. Zach doubled his first at bat to right center field. And now he'll bat with runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Now the first pitch to Zach misses low and in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Spite comes in, records an out on the first batter he faces.
Took the starting pitcher 9 batters before he got his first out.
It did.
Throw back to second. Goodson dives back in ahead of the tag. I think they called a balk. Sure did. Called a balk against the pitcher, so that'll advance both of the base runners. The umpire's going to go out and explain to the pitcher what he did. And now the coach says, no, that ain't what he did. And is going to question the home plate umpire. The home plate umpire is going to show him exactly what he saw and explain to him why that's a balk. So they're going to have a little discussion right there on the first base line.
I think he came set and then broke his hands. You can't do that.
Coach Hines now eases back into his dugout. Now for Carter, runners at second and third with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Zach hitting .265. Takes that pitch low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Now the 2-0 delivery. Low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Let me ask you right here. 3-0 count. Typical reasoning you take on 3-0 count. But 2 outs here on top of the first, 2 on. You go ahead and let him swing away?
I think I do. I think I'll let him swing away.
He's going to show bunt. Going to pull back and take the strike. He was taking that all the way. A lot of batters will pull around that bunt sign, show bunt when they're taking that third strike just to try to confuse a pitcher a little bit. Now 3-1. That's the hitter's count. Now's when you want to be swinging away. Takes it high. Ball 4. Loads them up once again for Zach Prince.
Number 2.
13th batter here in the top of the first inning for the Pirates.
So far a 21-minute first inning at that. 21-minute top half of the first inning.
Top half. Prince is acting like he's going to bunt to begin with. Now he pulls it back and grounds it to the right side. Waiting on the hop as a second baseman. Backhands to the shortstop and just does make the play to record the final out. Finally, if you're the McComb Tigers, is what you would say. On the fielder's choice, the Pirates will score 7 runs on 3 hits. There were 3 errors. There were 3 left. We played a half inning, and the Pirates lead 7-0 back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
Harvey's Fish Hut is located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine in or carry out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh. Open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
Serving Mississippi since 1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. Go to the bottom of the first for the Pirates as they lead the McComb Tigers by a score of 7-0. Quite a start to the ball game, Justin.
Yes, it was. Pirates sent 13 batters to the plate in the first inning, scored 7 runs. And McComb thankful to be out of the top half of the first inning. As we said, it went some 20-plus minutes. Pirates now take the field. Hunter Allen was warming up to the side. He's a starting pitcher for the Pirates. We'll talk about him here in just a little bit.
Defensively for the Pirates in left field will be Phelan Smith, center fielder Zach Carter, right fielder Parker Thurman. At third base tonight getting the start will be Jimmy Boyd in place of Paxton Bounds. At shortstop, Nick Lawrence, second baseman Alex Hutton, at first base Dalton Sullivan. Behind the plate is Zach Prince. And as you just mentioned on the mound, Hunter Allen.
Allen comes in with a 2.10 ERA. Batters batting .273 against him. He's pitched 3 innings. He's given up 1 run on 1 hit and struck out 3.
Now first batter is Jatarius Wilson, second baseman, takes a called strike. Wilson hitting .289 on the season. And now Allen's on the mound with a 7-0 lead before he finally goes to the field the first time. Now the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Home plate umpire is very demonstrative.
Yes, he is.
I like that.
Yes, he is.
No question what he's calling. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fastball low and away for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes count. One thing about a pitcher now, when you come into a game like this, there's no pressure.
No.
Throw strikes. Just fill up the strike zone. They got to do a lot of hitting and base running before they can get back in the game, so you might as well just go out there and nail it. Now the 1-2 pitch from Hunter Allen. Misses low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
Allen, left-hander. Talked about that when he was at the plate a little earlier. Great control his last outing. Looking for the same thing here tonight.
Breaking ball in for call, strike 3. Froze him on that big looping curveball. And that'll bring Krishan Spite, who is now the pitcher to the plate, hitting .300 on the season. And they pronounce it Spate. I just heard the PA announcer.
Okay.
So I will change my pronunciation accordingly, assuming their public address announcer for the home field knows how to say it.
He also said Price instead of Prince, but we'll see.
But I know how to say Prince,
Well,
and I know that one to be a fact because I'm his home guy.
That's right.
Now the 1-0 pitch, low and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. As that rattles the fence here behind home plate where our crowd mic is hanging.
That is a unique microphone cord cover.
That's a fire hose.
That we have put together.
2-0 pitch in for a call strike. We have quite a few feet of that. Really? Compliments of Pearl Fire Department. Some hose that was been taken out of use.
Right.
And our executive producer decided, hey, that would be great cable protection.
Absolutely.
Popped up high in the air on the infield, right side. Alex Hutton coming in as he fights the wind. Now gets under it and makes the catch to record the out. And that'll be 2 outs in the inning. And that'll bring Adrian Brown, the shortstop, to the plate. But it's some fire hose they were taken out of use anyway because of the wear.
It's a great use
And I forgot how many feet Frank got, but he got quite a bit of it. And we make great cable protectors where we run cable across high traffic areas. Adrian Brown to the plate. Best player probably on this McComb Tiger team. Takes that one for a ball. Last night, his first at bat, he hit one that landed at the fence down the left field line for a double. He was hitting .500 coming into the game yesterday. He's hitting .491 now. Up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Here he bats with nobody on and 2 outs. Left-hander Hunter Allen behind in the count 2-0. Brings that one in for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike to count.
Coach Barnett, in talking with him before the game, said this was the one guy on this team that he was the most afraid of.
Yeah, but when you lead 7-0, no sense being afraid of anybody.
That's right. Go get him.
Swing and a miss, strike 2, because there's nothing he can do right now to hurt you.
No.
I mean, he hits a home run, so it's 7-1 game. He hits a home run every time he comes to the plate. You get the rest of them out around him, won't matter now.
That's exactly right.
So pitch to him, try to get him out. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball, stays high for ball 4. And to me, that's just a bad walk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't get scared of a guy when you're up 7-0.
Go after him. Go after him.
Throw strikes and make him hit it. Corey Lewis, the catcher, now coming to the batter's box. He was a starting pitcher of the ball game last night, took the loss. When he left the pitcher's mound last night for relief pitcher, he came to the catching position. That's where he starts the game tonight. Hitting .333 on the season. Adrian Brown, if I'm not mistaken, played football as well for McComb.
I think so.
If I remember correctly. That ball's fouled off right side, out of play. That name just sounds familiar. Takes a decent lead at first base. The pitch fouled off right side once again is going to get out of play. Count goes no balls, 2 strikes.
As long as they keep fouling off to the right, I'm good. I'm parked over here to the left side and hoping that I don't experience any foul ball trouble.
Now the 0-2 pitch, Corey Lewis. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Pirates with a 7-0 lead. Runner at first base. Runner goes, swung on, foul back here to the screen, or to the facade above us. Adrian Brown was a wide receiver for McComb, board number 85. I thought I remembered that name. Now the 0-2 pitch. He'll throw over to first this time to keep him honest. Had 9 catches for 98 yards for the McComb Tigers. Swing at a miss, strike 3, and Prince decides to throw it down anyway, but it won't matter because it was already a strikeout and ended the inning. And so the Pirates will give up 1 walk, no runs. We've played 1. Pirates lead 7-0. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
It was once called East Jackson, but the city of Pearl's been coming into its own ever since then. The folks at the Pearl Chamber of Commerce are proud of their city and want to give you just a few facts to consider. For instance, its commitment to excellence in education with Pearl's public schools and the Rankin branch of Hines Community College. It's a community whose people are grounded in faith and family. Consider Pearl's political contributions. Ray Rogers and Dean Kirby in the state legislature, and U.S. Congressman Greg Harper's district headquarters in his hometown of Pearl. It's become a handsome east entrance to the metro area on I-20 with shopping places like Bass Pro and the new Sam's Club, and Trustmark Park, home of the Mississippi Braves. The State Fire Academy is in Pearl, and so is the state headquarters of NEMA and other government agencies. The newly elected slate of city officials is excited about Pearl and making it an even better place. It's come a long way from being just a quaint little neighborhood east of Jackson. The city of Pearl, a city creating its own future.
Hometown Spotlight is sponsored by the Pearl Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. We're going to the top of the second inning. Pearl plated 7 runs in the top of the first. Now they'll come back up for the second time, facing Krishawn Spate,
that's correct.
Dalton Sullivan will be leading off for the Pirates, followed by Jimmy Boyd, Phelan Smith. If one of those should reach, Hunter Allen. First 4 in the batting order for the top of the second for the Pirates. Phelan reached on an error by the third baseman his first at bat. Takes that pitch, Dalton, takes that pitch low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Hit a sharp ground ball just beside the third baseman. Went down, just couldn't make the play on it. Takes that one low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Big game for the Pirates tomorrow night. They will play a game at Trustmark Park against the Brandon Bulldogs. 2-0 pitch. Down and in, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to count.
It'll be an exciting opportunity for these guys to get to play on the field there at Trustmark Park, where the Mississippi Braves play. It'll be a great game against a really good Brandon Bulldog team.
Now the 3-0 pitch. In for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Pirates, of course, clinched the region championship last night. Region 6 5A champions this year. 3-1 pitch. Grounded foul. So they're in the playoff spot, know that they will bypass the play-in round. So their first playoff game will be on May the 2nd. As the Region 6 winner, they'll get either the number 2 team out of Region 8 or the number 3 team out of Region 7, depends on who wins the play-in. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit to the right side is going to get into right field for a base hit. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Dalton Sullivan. That'll bring Jimmy Boyd to the plate.
It's the first hit off of Spate since he's coming in.
Jimmy singled his last at bat. And I think we have a balk by the pitcher once again. Home plate umpire called it, not the base umpire. Now the base umpires are going to explain it to him as well. That puts Dalton down at second base. As the sun sets, the temperature drops a little bit as well.
It's just a great night. Beautiful night for baseball, for anything outside.
Now the first pitch to Jimmy Boyd. Strike 1. Jimmy hitting .276 on the season. 1 for 1 tonight. Also scored one of the runs in the top of the first.
It's probably a pretty day for golf today too, wasn't it?
It was gorgeous. A little bit chilly early this morning. I played in a benefit tournament for our Mississippi State Hospital. And we teed off at 8 o'clock. It was a little chilly early on.
That's right.
Needed the Under Armour first thing this morning.
Yeah.
But by about 9:30, 10 o'clock, just coming out of that, felt great.
It was a little chilly at the Jackson Zoo today, too.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 3.
I spent the morning at the Jackson Zoo with there were actually kids from the Pearl School District there as well. It was a big day for elementary schools at the Jackson Zoo today. Got to go.
So how were the elephants and the giraffes?
Yeah, there are no more. There are no elephants.
What?
There are no elephants. No, there are giraffes. There are
no elephants at the zoo.
No, they replaced them with rhinoceros. With the rhinoceros.
Well, they used to have rhinoceros too.
No, the
back in the day.
Gone. The elephants have moved on.
Since my nephews got a little older and didn't really get into the zoo anymore,
right.
We hadn't been. And
now, hopefully they haven't moved on to Tupelo, but
yeah, it's kind of dangerous for elephants in Tupelo.
It is.
Yeah, they get shot at up there in Wriggling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus.
It's crazy.
0-1 pitch outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Dalton got a little far off the bag, so they'll throw that in behind him, but he gets back easily.
They had zebra.
So no elephants.
No elephants. No elephants.
But they still have the giraffes.
So
okay.
Had some giraffes.
Camel? Still have the camel?
No
They used to have a camel that you could ride.
Oh, really?
Back in the day.
No, the only thing.
And even have a picture of my wife riding a camel
Really?
with
That's
one of my
pretty cool.
nephews. Yeah, back
No,
when they were real young.
The only thing we could ride today was the merry-go-round. But so no camels.
But I got the lions and tigers.
No lions. No lions. They did have some cats. They didn't have any tigers. They had a couple of cheetahs, a jaguar.
Now, do they still have the exhibit for that, or are they in that wildlife area over there now?
No, they have it. They have the exhibit for cats, but
Okay.
no
tigers or lions.
No tigers or lions.
Hmm.
So, but it was a fun trip.
Monkeys. Still got the monkeys.
Still got the monkeys.
Got the monkey castle still out there? The
Yes.
monkeys playing on the castle?
Yes,
Okay.
still got the monkeys.
Okay. And the pink flamingos around the
Oh
monkey
yeah,
castle.
pink flamingos. They were a hit.
Okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes back here at the baseball game to Phelan Smith. He was hit by a pitch his first at bat. Hits this one sharply past the third baseman into left field. And rounding third and heading home is Dalton. That's actually going to hold him up. I'm going to give Phelan a single on that one. That was a sharply hit ball. Sullivan's going to stop at third. Phelan's going to go to second on the throw.
Number 34, Hunter Allen.
Hunter Allen steps into the batter's box. Was hit by a pitch his first at bat. Takes that pitch for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Now the 1-0 pitch, low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Hunter leading the team with batting average. Batting
Is he
1,000.
really?
Batting
Well,
1,000.
there you go. If he can keep
Way
that up.
outside for a ball. Comes all the way to the backstop. Dalton Sullivan will score easily on the wild pitch. Phelan Smith will advance to third. Now, granted, he's had limited at bats. So when you say he's batting 1,000, you got to qualify that a little bit. He's had 2 plate appearances, 1 at bat, and he got a hit. 3 plate appearances now. Still just 1 at bat, though, because he was hit by a pitch.
That's right.
Which does not count as an official at bat. Now 3-0 pitch. And he hits a soft roller to the right side. First baseman, nobody's going to pick it up. And that's going to go down as a base hit. Again, that's one of those in the rule book. There's no place for mental error, which is what that should have been ruled as. But first baseman starts to go pick it up, realizes he thought the second baseman was going to pick it up, so he stopped. Second baseman kept coming and ends up nobody goes to the
picks
ball.
it up. But, hey, he continues to have the best average on the team with that hit.
So now he's 2 for 2 on the season. Once again, he'll get a courtesy runner. Michael Goodson will come on and run, courtesy runner. And Nick Lawrence steps back to the batter's box. First pitch to Nick, high for a ball. Now, Nick right now probably got to feel the worst of anybody in the dugout.
Right. He needs a hit here.
The 9th batter that came to the plate in the first inning and the first batter that made an out. So he just needs to get on base. No matter whether it's a hit, a walk, a hit by pitch. It doesn't matter how he gets there.
Just get there.
But he's got to get on base.
That's right.
That's just, at this point in the ball game, that's what you're battling for. You got to get on base. That's just all it is to it. Got a 1-0 count. Takes it for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Nick has played a lot at shortstop this season, but he's been DH'd for most of the time that he's been in the game as a shortstop. Tonight they let him hit for himself. Now the 1-1 pitch, swings and misses, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Top of the order on deck, that's Parker Thurman. Runner at first base, 1 out here in the top of the second. Pirates have scored 2 runs, lead now 9-0. Swings and misses at a pitch a little bit up in the zone, but strike 3. And for the second time tonight, Nick Lawrence goes down on strikes.
It's one of those pitches that was placed right where it's so hard to lay off a pitch, right there up in your eyes, and you just want to hack away at it. He goes down swinging.
Parker on the night has walked twice. Parker would love to be able to hit the ball. He likes to hit. But he's been disciplined and waited on the pitch. Swings and gets just a piece of that one, I think. Maybe he didn't. They're letting the runner go down to second on the pass ball. I thought he might have got a piece of it. Ball's still loose, but Michael's not running anymore with it. It's going to be a strike on Parker, and Goodson will go down to second base on a pass ball. Must have been the tip of the catcher's glove as it went by that I heard, instead of a piece of the bat. That pitch misses low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit pretty well to center field. Center fielder moves over, back a couple of steps, and will make the catch to record the third and final out. That'll end the inning. The Pirates will get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. We played 1.5. Pearl leads 9-0. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
Harvey's Fish Hut is located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine in or carry out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh, open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
Pirates are making wholesale changes here in the bottom of the second inning. We'll try to catch up with all those changes for you as we get going. Hunter Allen is still on the mound. And I think he's the only one that is not changed right now as we're working and trying to get all these put together so we can give them to you. Now I'll set the defense for you right now. In left field is Todd Jenkins, center fielder Orrin Myrick, right field Michael Goodson. At third base, Hayden Moore. The shortstop is still Nick Lawrence. At second base now, Jeremy Johnson. At first base, Hunter Harper. Kenny Thomas now behind the plate. That's your changes all around for the Pirates. Again, the only player still out there, too, where they were to begin with, is Hunter Allen on the mound and Nick Lawrence at shortstop. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, Pearl with a 9-0 lead over the McComb Tigers. The umpire had taken a break, evidently that half inning as well, gave us plenty of time to search the field and get all of those changes.
We assume they will just assume those spots in the batting order.
That's all we can assume on that. They're going to have to.
That's what we're going to go with.
And which normally that is what you do in that situation like that. You're not going to try to change batting orders. You just here's where you go. You go down and you batting in that same order, as far as the positions. So we're leaving the batting order the same and just switching all the positions around. Marquell Carroll leading off. Bottom of the second inning, takes a pitch low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Carroll on the season hitting .385, was the starting right fielder in last night's game, back there tonight. Made a play on a ball down the right field line last night. And Jay made the comment that it appeared that he might have been limping a little bit after the play. And sure enough, that was like for the second out, I believe. And he stayed in the game, though. But the next inning, he didn't go back into the game. They had another player in right field. But so glad to see him back out there tonight. 2-0 pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Dr. Fletcher. His astute observation.
If Jay's listening, Miss Hume here tonight, we'll have Jay with us tomorrow. We're going to run 3-man broadcast crew tomorrow night. Should be a lot of fun. Outside for a ball. Yeah, that game's going to be at Trustmark Park. A late start tomorrow night. Waiting on the West Coast viewers to get home from work. It'll be an 8 o'clock scheduled first pitch. Swings and gets a piece of it, foul tip. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. But be a JV game at 6 o'clock, a varsity game at 8 o'clock at Trustmark Park.
Truly under the lights.
And we will be glad to be a part of a My 35 broadcast, WUFX, there in Jackson. My 35 will come out and hook their truck up to our trailer and carry the broadcast. 3-2 pitch. Way high for a ball 4. Leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second. And you've heard my philosophy that I've gathered from other coaches about how bad that is.
Yeah, you never want to start an inning with a walk, especially with a 9-run lead. You just want to come out, throw strikes, let them put it in play, let you guys behind you, play defense, and let's get the show on the road.
Cortez Brown, the left fielder, now at the plate. Swings and misses the first pitch. Runner goes, throw down, and safe. The shortstop, Nick Lawrence, came way in front of the bag. Even if he had caught the ball and ready, he couldn't have reached him to tag him. And that's something you got to go to the bag and let the ball come to you. You can't go where he went way inside the bag because then you got no chance to get him. So a stolen base by Carroll. 1 ball, no strike count to Cortez Brown. Hits it high into the air, left side. Todd Jenkins running around under it, now coming in, and will get there to make the catch to record the out. At first, it looked like he lost it when it went up. Then he realized he had gone the wrong direction. But he does a good job of recovering, running under it, making the catch to record the out. First out of the inning, and Henry McDonald, a 6'5" first baseman, comes to the batter's box.
Big dude stepping in for McComb.
Now the first pitch, swings and misses, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count.
It really will be a fun atmosphere tomorrow. Trustmark Park, Pearl Brandon, always a rivalry game no matter what sport they're playing. And it'll be a lot of fun.
Strike 2 to McDonald. Quickly ahead in the count now is Phelan Smith. Of course, that's my home away from home this time of year.
That's right.
I spend 70 nights a year there doing Braves games plus the college games.
You got another college game this week, don't you?
Got a college game Tuesday night. Be a part of a doubleheader Tuesday. Mississippi Braves come back Monday night. And then Tuesday morning they'll play at 11 o'clock, and then we'll have Ole Miss and Southern Miss Tuesday night. High ball 2, 2-2 the count. And then Wednesday morning, another day game for the Braves, an unusual back-to-back day games. 11 o'clock start, both of those. Then Thursday night and Friday night round out the 5-game series. 2-2 pitch. Lost control of that one way outside. Runner's going to third and is going to get there on a delayed steal. Thomas did a great job just to get out and catch it. I think the base runner actually thought it was going to get away from him to the backstop, took off. But he'll get credit for a stolen base on a delayed steal. Now the 3-2 pitch to McDonald. Low ball 4, and again, little struggle finding the zone is Hunter Allen. He got ahead of him quickly, 0-2, and then throws 4 straight balls. And sometimes I think as a pitcher, you get a chance, you try to do too much.
Yeah.
And one of the things I've heard coaches say, and I've heard the coaches for this team say, pitch to contact.
Right.
And that's something that he wasn't doing. Get a runner at first base for McDonald. which is interesting because McDonald was a first baseman, not a pitcher or anything. So it's a pinch runner, not a courtesy runner, unless they're changing him to pitcher as we speak. Trying to pick up the number of the runner. Get it for you in just a moment. Swing and a miss, the first pitch, strike one. I think it's number 13. It's kind of hard to tell. Called strike two. No balls, 2 strikes to count. (13) is the courtesy runner at first base. That ball's fouled back to the screen. It's Aquarius Bonds, courtesy runner. Pitch misses high for a ball. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Got him.
You would think in a situation like that the runner at third would have tried to score on that play, but he was standing at third base.
Good throw down by Kenny Thomas, the catcher. Tagged by Nick Lawrence. Now there's 2 outs. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Breaking ball, foul tip. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3. And they're going to throw down to first, and that's going to be an out, and that run will not count. The run will not count. He's trying to steal home on the play, but on the strikeout, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a dropped out, but throw down to first to record the out, and that'll end the inning. The Pirates, after 2, lead 9-0. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
Concerns about your cooling and heating system in the middle of summer, especially when you live in the Deep South. My friends at Hermetic Rush Services recommend you let them take away these worries when you call Hermetic Rush Services at 601-932-7874 for all your residential and commercial cooling and heating needs. You'll feel smarter from the shoulders up and a whole lot more comfortable head to toe. Hermetic Rush Services, where Rush is our middle name. Call them today, 601-932-7874.
Pearl Stamp and Sign is now Sign Mart. Our name has changed, but not our great service. For over 20 years, we have been your #1 hometown retailer in custom stamps, signage, and marketing products. Now we are growing and want to take you with us. Whether you have an event, starting a new business, or wish to expand your existing business, Sign Mart is committed to helping you meet your design and marketing needs. Come see the friendly staff at Sign Mart on Pearson Road in Pearl and make your mark in the business world.
Well, welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball. The umpire says the run does count. I'm not 100% sure I agree with that, but he said because he crossed the plate before the out was completed by throwing it down to first base on the third strike, that the run counted.
I don't think that's. I don't see how that's possible.
But they're counting the run, so it's a 9-1 score.
Well, I understand that if it was not the last out of the inning, but it was the last out of the inning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That doesn't. I don't know that I agree with that one.
Jeremy Johnson will lead off the top of the third for the Pirates. First pitch, he's going to foul it into the dirt. It hits up and hits him while he's still in the batter's box, so it'll be no balls, 1 strike to count. But I asked him, he said nope, it counted because he crossed the plate before the out was completed, even though it was a strikeout. Now, I guess if the ball had not been in the dirt to get away from the catcher, then it would have been over because he wouldn't have had to throw it down to first to complete the out. And technically, I guess speaking, until he throws it to first and completes the out, the inning is not over because if he throws it to right field,
right?
The ball's still alive and it's still going. But on a force out, which it is, you don't have to tag him, and the force out ends it regardless. So I thought with it being a force out that would have been as long as he completed the force, regardless of when the runner crosses. Ground ball left side. Shortstop's going to pick it up. Throws across the diamond to first just in time to get Jeremy Johnson out on the ground out. That'll bring Orrin Myrick to the plate. Now the center fielder for the Pirates. But just like if there's a runner at third and a ground ball to shortstop, and the shortstop picks it up and throws it to first, even if the runner crosses first before
doesn't count.
Cross plate before the force is made, once he makes it, he's out.
Right.
And the run will not count. I've got a friend of mine I'm texting with, and he's telling me that he thinks I'm right. This friend of mine knows a lot about baseball.
Yes, I would agree.
But it doesn't matter. It counted. That's what the umpire has put down. That's what's going to count. That pitch misses for a ball. 1 strike to count. Orrin Myrick at the plate. Again, the center fielder now for the Pirates came on. Zach Carter getting a break. That pitch misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hits him on the leg. He'll take his base. Third hit batter tonight by McComb pitching. And that'll bring Tyler Oliver to the plate. Kenny Thomas was supposed to be the hitter.
Maybe it is 13 and not 18 behind the plate.
Maybe so. I may have mistaken that one, so we're going to put Tyler Oliver as throw down behind the runner at first base. Gets back in time. So Tyler Oliver at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Throw over to first. Myrick dives back in ahead of it. Another throw over. Once again, Myrick back ahead of it. Coach Barnett electing to go deep into his reserves tonight, into the dugout. Let a lot of these guys get some playing time. High and away for a ball. Gets away from the catcher. Myrick's going to go down to second on a wild pitch. Top of the third inning, 1 out. Pirates leading 9-1. That pitch in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to count. Gave Kenny Thomas credit for throwing out a guy trying to steal, and it's Tyler Oliver instead. So.
I know.
Tyler's parents, family's watching. Sorry about that. Gave credit to the wrong one. That'll bring Hunter Harper to the plate after the walk to Tyler Oliver. Hunter a bat with runners at first and second, 1 out. Takes that pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Be a great opportunity if Hunter can connect here to pick up an RBI. He can get something to the outfield.
Takes a strike right down the middle. It's kind of interesting, too, when you look down batting averages right now. Michael Goodson in the leadoff spot in the order has got 1,000 batting average. Only got like 1 or 2 at-bats. Jeremy Johnson, zeros. Orrin Myrick, zeros. Tyler Oliver, zeros. Hunter Harper hitting 167. Hayden Moore, zeros. Ty Jenkins, zeros. Hunter Allen hitting 1,000 with 2 at-bats and 2 hits. I mean, we got some guys that have not played this year. So they're getting an opportunity to play some tonight. 2-1 pitch to Hunter Harper. Misses low, ball 3. 3-1 to count. I think, though, I would have probably left my guys in one more inning.
I probably would
I would have
done
gone
the
ahead
same thing.
and-
I'd have gone ahead and picked up.
You're supposed to go 5 innings anyway. I'd have gone ahead. Hunter's going to hit a little blooper towards second base. Second baseman backtracking to shallow left center field makes the catch to record the out. That'll bring Hayden Moore to the plate. Now playing third base for the Pirates.
I would have given them another inning as well. Let them come to the plate one more time.
Go ahead and get past the 10-run mark, and
right.
Then put all these guys in and see what happens. 2 outs here in the top of the third. They're going to turn and throw back. Myrick's going to dive back in ahead of the tag. Second baseman sneaking over in well behind, coming in like from center field in behind the runner, trying to sneak up on him and sitting there now for a pickoff attempt. And the pitch is going to come to the plate instead. If Hayden could have hit a ground ball towards second base position, nobody was there. Second baseman was straddling the bag much like a first baseman covering the bag at first. Instead, Hayden fouls it off.
And he's walking behind, coming, like you said, coming in from center field. The center field side of the bag.
That pitch low and away for a ball. Runner goes, throw down, falls out of the glove of the third baseman. There'll be a stolen base. Myrick gets credit for the stolen base. Got a clarification. MLB Rule 4.09 states a run can't score if he advances to home during the play in which the third out is made. Ground ball to first base, picked up, touched the bag, records out number 3. And that'll end the inning. The Pirates, no runs on no hits, no errors, 2 left. We've played 2.5. Pearl leads 9-1. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
In times of joy, in moments of grief, we are there. When the world looks for truth, broadcasters come through, even when all else fails. Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Americans still choose broadcast television and radio more than all other media combined. Television and radio are still the most trusted sources for news and entertainment. And our web and social sites are among the most visited sites in our daily lives. When important moments happen, both big and small, we're the first informers to history. We are the pioneers, the innovators, the local broadcasters of radio and television, reaching more people, touching more lives.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. Pirates have a 9-1 lead. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. 7-2 and none for the Pirates. 7 runs, 2 runs, and no runs there in the third. No runs, 1 run in the last inning. Scored rather controversially there at the end of the bottom half of the second. That puts us where we are. 9 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Pirates. 1 run on no hits. 3 errors for the Tigers. Richard Brown, center fielder, steps in, batting .208 on the season. He steps in against Hunter Allen. Allen so far has thrown 39 pitches. First pitch, ground ball, second base. Fields throws to first in time for out number 1. Good play there. Johnson Fields throws to Hunter Harper, picks up the first out of the inning.
That'll bring Jatarius Wilson to the batter's box. Hunter Allen now in his third inning of work. Swing and a miss, strike one. No balls, one strike to count. Oh, 1 pitch popped up left side, shortstop. Lawrence gets there and makes the catch and records out number 2. 2 quick outs for Hunter Allen here in the bottom of the third. Krishawn Spate now steps to the batter's box. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 9-1 the score. Now the first pitch to him, foul back to the screen, and actually hits enough of the fence and bounces and really climbs the fence.
Climbs the fence, goes
over the top. Call strike 2. And that's what I want to see Hunter do right now at this point. He's just strictly throw strikes. If they can hit it, okay. If they can't hit it, you get them out. But if they hit it, chances are they'll hit it to one of your players back there behind you. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got to throw down to first to complete it. And he does, and that ends the inning. The Pirates get them 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the third. We played 3. Pirates lead 9-1. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
Serving Mississippi since 1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
In times of joy, in moments of grief, we are there. When the world looks for truth, broadcasters come through, even when all else fails. Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Americans still choose broadcast television and radio more than all other media combined. We are the local broadcasters of radio and television.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. We're going to the 4th inning with Pearl leading 9-1 for the Pirates here. In this top of the 4th will be Todd Jenkins, Hunter Allen, Nick Lawrence, and Michael Goodson will be the 4th batter should one of those reach. The 4 scheduled hitters for the Pirates. Todd Jenkins has been used a lot as a courtesy runner. Hasn't seen many at-bats. Now steps into the batter's box, takes the pitch high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 pitch. Tries to bunt it. The good bunt towards the left side. Pitcher's going to pick it up. Throw to first, though, in time. Good play by Krishawn Spate to pick it up and make the play to first base.
Bunted it just a little too hard. Got it to the pitcher a little quicker than if he could have had a few more steps. I think he would have been safe at first. The pitcher had to come a few more steps to get the ball.
Hunter Allen now steps in. Been hit by a pitch and singled so far tonight. Takes that first pitch away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 pitch, low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Now the 2-0 pitch at the knees for a call strike. Looking ahead now and start looking at playoffs. The Pirates, as I said, will get either number 2 or the 3 out of Region 7 or 8, depending on how they come out in their play-in game. 2-1 pitch, misses out. Ooh, catches the outside corner for a call strike. But you're looking at either probably out of the number 2 out of Region 7 looks like, or number 3 out of Region 7 is probably going to be Moss Point. That pitch low for a ball, 3-2 to count. And out of Region 8, the number 2 team, that'll who play for the play-in game, will probably be Picayune. So Picayune and Moss Point will play in a 2 out of 3 series. And the winner of that series is who will travel to Pearl to play on May the 2nd, the first round of the playoffs. Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounded to the left side. Third baseman picks it up, bobbles it, tries to pick it up. Can't, throws to first. Not in time. And that's going to be an error on the third baseman, as Hunter Allen will reach on the error. That'll bring Nick Lawrence to the plate. See if we're going to get a runner for Hunter, or if they're going to about used everybody. There's not a whole lot of people left to run for him, so may have to leave him out there. We got 19 on the roster. We took 7 off of the 9 that started. No, we took 8 off of the 9 that started. No, 7. Left 7. Nick Lawrence out there. That pitch high and away to Nick Lawrence, ball 1. So that's 16 that you've used of the 19. So you only have 3 left. One-0 pitch. Misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Now the 2-0 pitch. Inside corner for a call strike. Of course, those 3.
Kenny Thomas, Dalton Solis, and Paxton Bounds are the 3 that we've not seen yet. Paxton and Dalton normally start in left field and at third base. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So not sure. I haven't seen them. It's possible that they could not be here for some other reason. School related, anything, who knows, because normally they start at left field and at third base, and they did not tonight. So there could be some reason there that they're not here for something, and why we haven't seen them, which would only leave Kenny Thomas, who is normally the backup catcher. But we're seeing Tyler Oliver as the backup catcher tonight when they made the substitutions. 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply to the left side, out of the reach of the diving third baseman for a base hit by Nick Lawrence. And that's got to make him feel better that he finally gets a single tonight. Advances a runner to second base. That'll bring Michael Goodson to the plate. Good piece of hitting there. Drove it squarely to left field. And you know that makes him feel good joining the hit parade tonight for the Pirates.
Now the first pitch to Goodson, in for a call strike. They'll turn to look the runner back to second base. Misses high for a ball, 1-1 to count. Looking at this playoff scenarios, when you talk about it, you look at those 2 teams we're talking about. Picayune's overall record is 8-12. Moss Point's overall record 7-13.
Wow.
So when you look at both those 2 teams, they'll play each other, it looks like, in the play-in round in a couple of weeks. Based on that record, of course, you don't know as far as the level of competition they're playing. But looking at the runs scored and versus runs given up for each of those 2 teams, Pirates have a really good chance of getting through that first round of the playoffs if they can come out and play some baseball the way they're capable of playing.
Yeah, they really could. You know, it'll be nice for the Pirates to have that first weekend off, not to have to be a part of that playing game. But also, it's looking like it'll be 10-plus days that they'll go without playing baseball. And that'll be something to see how this young team handles the break and being able to lock back in when it's time for them to play in the playoffs.
And personally, I'm not sure that's a good thing in baseball.
Yeah,
baseball is a sport meant to be played on a regular basis. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Runner goes down to third, is going to be safe. Be a double steal as Lawrence and Allen both steal. It'll be a strikeout at the plate for Goodson for the second out. And now runners at second and third for Jeremy Johnson. Baseball is a game that's meant to be played every day, and I think that's one of the things in scheduling that I'd be kind of concerned. I would have liked to have seen a game, find another team. And I know one time there was some talk about St. Andrews. We're going to play them next Friday night. But taking a team that might be number one in their region as well that's going to be off that week and put a contingent game.
Right.
And say, okay, if you're number one, if we're number one, let's play on Thursday of that play-in weekend.
Yeah.
Or Friday of that play-in weekend, whatever, one of those 2 days, to give us a game between our last regular scheduled game and our first playoff game. And I heard some conversation that might have been talked about early on. Don't know if that got changed or what, but I know we're playing St. Andrews next Thursday night. Ground out to the second baseman is going to end the inning as Jeremy Johnson grounds out. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth with Pearl leading 9-1. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
Pearl Stamp and Sign is now Sign Mart. Our name has changed, but not our great service. For over 20 years, we have been your #1 hometown retailer in custom stamps, signage, and marketing products. Now we are growing and want to take you with us. Whether you have an event, starting a new business, or wish to expand your existing business, Sign Mart is committed to helping you meet your design and marketing needs. Come see the friendly staff at Sign Mart on Pearson Road in Pearl and make your mark in the business world.
Harvey's Fish Hut is located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine in or carry out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh, open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball. We're going to the bottom of the fourth inning. Pirates leading 9-1 over the McComb Tigers here in McComb, Mississippi. Hunter Allen still in the ball game, completing his warm-up tosses. Through 3 innings of work, he's thrown 45 pitches, 27 strikes, 18 balls. Adrian Brown will be leading off here in the bottom of the fourth. He'll be followed by Corey Lewis and Marquell Carroll. Now the first pitch popped up high in the air, right side. Hunter Harper coming over towards the fence, and that ball's going to land just over the fence, about 3 or 4 feet onto the concrete, right in front of the concession stand. Fortunately, there was nobody at the concession stand window. Had there been, they could have been in danger of a foul ball. Adrian walked his first at bat back in the first inning. Now the 0-1 pitch hits well, left center field, deep. Going back is Ty Jenkins at the wall, and that ball is gone. 4th home run of the season for Adrian Brown, and he connected on that one, hit it well into the power alley, and it went deep. A no-doubter, if you will. 4th home run, 18th RBI, and Adrian Brown's batting average back to 500 on the season. By far the best player on this McComb Tiger team, and that makes it a 9-2 ball game. First hit of the night for the Tigers. It's a second run. The first base runner reached on a walk. In fact, prior to that, the only 2 base runners they had both reached on walks. The first run scored is, in my opinion, not correct. There's a well-hit ball to right center field. That's going to get in for a base hit. It's going to bounce all the way to the wall. Corey Lewis thought about going to second briefly. Decided to stop right there at first base. Not the fleetest of foot.
No.
Now runner at first base. Going to get a courtesy runner for Corey Lewis. We'll try to pick up his number if we can. The batter will be Marquell Carroll.
Number 9, it looks like.
Number 9 is the runner.
The courtesy runner.
Ball's popped up, foul, and out of play.
Get some activity now in the Pirate bullpen. Number 26, looks like.
Now the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. That's Dalton Sullivan. In the bullpen for the Pirates. Now the 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Sun is setting here in McComb. It's just gone behind the trees, behind the buildings behind us, and is setting. It's still plenty of light. The lights are on, though, here in McComb. But the temperature dropping a little bit.
Yes,
Justin and I both gone to a little bit of extra clothing as we're in the out of doors tonight. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Marquell Carroll goes down swinging. That's the first out of the inning. That'll bring Cortez Brown to the plate.
Number 2 for the McComb Tigers.
Now the first pitch to him. He hits it into shallow left center field. Going back's Nick Lawrence. He won't get there. It's going to be a base hit. Pirates having trouble picking it up. They do get it up and get it in to keep Cortez Brown to a single. Hold Jeremiah Brown at second base. He's the courtesy runner. That'll bring Henry McDonald, big tall first baseman, to the batter's box. Runners at first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That pitch in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to count. You know, one of the things you think about, of course, it's good to let some guys get some playing time.
Right.
But it's also good when you play the game Tuesday night, you play the game Thursday night, you play in the game Friday night, you play in another game Saturday night to get some rest.
That's right.
And that's one of the reasons I wouldn't mind seeing it go ahead and just
taking that, getting it to a comfortable lead.
Get
that 10-run rule.
That's
come
right.
Into
Get
play.
your 10-run rule in and get it done and get it out and get home.
And they still got a drive home too. It's not, it's a pretty good little ways, pretty little piece back to Pearl.
No balls, 2 strikes to count. That pitch misses outside. Runner's going to go, and they're going to throw it almost to left field. Good job getting up and bringing it down by Moore to keep it from going out there. As Oliver's throw down was a little bit tall. Be a double steal. Both runners move up. Now you've got them at second and third with 1 out for Henry McDonald. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball just misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Now, one thing about high school baseball, though, that even though we're still got a 7-run lead, if you get concerned, you put all those guys back in.
That's true.
Once. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count.
You wonder if maybe they might come to the plate here in the bottom half of the 4th. See if they can.
Top of the 5th, you mean?
Top of the 5th,
yeah.
rather.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4, loads the bases. And we're going to get a visit to the mound by Coach Barnett. We may be going to see a pitching change. He's kind of looking around. Looks like he is signaling for a pitching change. So we're going to take a break. Be back in 60 seconds on the Pirate Media Network.
Harvey's Fish Hut is located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine-in or carry-out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh, open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
Serving Mississippi since 1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball. Coach Barnett elected to go to his bullpen, take out Hunter Allen, and he and Orrin Myrick simply swapped places. Orrin Myrick was playing center field. He'll come to the pitcher's mound. Hunter Allen will go to center field. And so Orrin Myrick will come on in relief. Hunter Allen, 3 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He's walked 4 and struck out 5. He's given up the 1 big home run to Adrian Brown. But the 3 base runners that are on the paths are his responsibility. So if any or all of those should score, they would be charged to Hunter Allen. Orrin Myrick coming in has a 10.50 ERA. Thrown 2 innings of varsity baseball, 5 at-bats, 3 runs on no hits. He's walked 1, struck out 1. He's also hit 2 batters. And Aladarius Young will be the first batter he faces with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Breaking ball, first pitch, gets away from the catcher, all the way to the backstop, throw to try to get him out, and I think that's a safe call.
I think it is.
Umpire's a little bit different, some of his calls. And the runner's going to score. Brown scores from third base on the wild pitch. Both the other 2 runners will advance. That'll bring Aladarius Young now. Runners at second and third. It's a 6-run game, 9-3. Now the 1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. When the Pirates played McComb last week, they got up early. Then McComb battled back, and Pearl had to score 6 runs, I think it was in the top of the 7th, to, quote, seal the victory. Pirates were up 3-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd. Gave up 1 in the bottom of the 3rd, went up 4-1. But then gave up 3 runs, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th to make it just a 2-run game before they played at 5 in the top of the 7th to seal the deal. You don't want to let a team keep getting back into a ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs now for Richard Brown.
Number 7, McComb Tigers, Richard Brown.
Brown now the center fielder. He was a starting pitcher tonight. And that one hits him in the back, right in the middle of the back. Got away from Orrin Myrick, up and in. And he'll be on base with a hit by pitch. That loads the bases once again. Top of the order, Jatarius Wilson coming to the batter's box. McComb quickly trying to work their way back into this ball game.
They really are. Myrick needs to try to get a ground ball here. Let his defense work behind him and pick up an out at any base when the base is loaded.
Strike on the inside part of the plate. No balls, 1 strike to count. Pirates led 9-0 after 1.5. Gave up 1 in the bottom of the 2nd. Pirates haven't scored since the top of the 2nd. Shut them down in the 3rd, but have given up 2 so far in the bottom of the 4th, but the bases are still loaded, 2 outs. Now the 0-1 pitch, up and away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Breaking ball misses low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Outfield playing pretty shallow for Jatarius Wilson. Don't expect him to hit it very far, except for the right fielder playing pretty deep. Call strike. Jenkins in left and Allen in center playing pretty shallow, but Michael Goodson playing pretty deep down at right field corner. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. And the pitch popped up right behind home plate. It's going to be right over our head and lands behind us. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think so far your vehicle's still safe, isn't it?
I hope so. I think so. If not, I'll just send Frank the bill.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Gets just a piece of it, a breaking ball that was getting out over the out away from the plate. Just reached out and slapped it foul. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. So you decided where we're going for supper when we leave here?
I don't know. We saw some options. We saw some options coming in, but I don't know. Looks like I know where we're not going, and that's what we can see right there.
Exactly. We won't call any names out, but you're right. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Ground ball left side. It's going to be picked up by Lawrence. Throws the short throw to second. Just barely in time to get Brown as he tries to get there on the force out. That ends the inning. The Tigers will pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. 3 men left on base. We played 4. Pearl leads 9-3. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
The Mississippi Braves.
Mississippi Braves 2013 baseball season is right around the corner. Don't miss all the excitement and action when the regular season begins on Thursday, April 4th. There's still some great seat locations for season tickets for all 70 home games or other ticket packages. Call the Trustmark Park box office at 888-BRAVES-4 or stop by the ballpark box office and reserve your season tickets, ticket packages, or individual game tickets right away. Opening night, April 4th, sponsored by the Mississippi Army National Guard.
Making every game fun.
Mississippi Blood Services is connecting donors with the patients whose lives they've saved.
John Matthew has blue rubber blood nevus syndrome, which causes him to need blood transfusions.
Getting to be the recipient is just unexplainable. I think I made a friend for life, and John, he's a wonderful little kid.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for saving his life.
When you give,
people live. Dial 888-902-5663 to save a life today.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. We're going to the top of the 5th. Pearl with a 6-run lead. 9 runs on 7 hits for the Pirates. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Tigers. McComb has committed 4 errors in the ballgame. Pirates have left 8 runners on base. Tigers have left 4. Pearl 4 for 13 with runners in scoring position. McComb 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Orrin Meyer could be leading off for Pearl. He'll be followed by Tyler Oliver, Hunter Harper, Hayden Moore. First 4 batters on the schedule. If the Pirates could plate 4 runs and then shut down the Tigers, we could go home.
That would be
after we eat.
That would be wonderful.
First pitch misses down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Umpire steps out and wipes the plate off. Pitch fouled off. No balls. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up right side. Tailing towards foul territory and out of play, and will get out of play. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I believe Carroll Davis made the catch there, just outside of foul territory.
Give a shout out to my buddy Will the Thrill. People from McComb know of Will. Will, a broadcaster from these parts, recommending a local eatery.
Sounds good.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now, will there be catering in the booth tomorrow night?
No. I can pretty well answer that one from you.
I didn't think so, but I thought it would,
Seriously doubt. Got him on strike 3. He's going to run down to first. As the ball gets away from the catcher, he'll toss it down to first and record the out. And that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring to the plate for the Pirates Tyler Oliver.
I heard that Frank was going to provide, going to pay like they would for a booth at a Braves game, so that we could have food and all that kind of stuff tomorrow night.
You did hear that.
That's what I heard.
You did.
That's what I heard.
Interesting. Let me know how that works out.
Yeah, I will.
Tyler Oliver, the catcher, steps into the batter's box, walked his last at bat. Now the first pitch, misses low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That pitch misses for ball 2. There's a strike right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike to count.
Pirates starters watching from the dugout.
Probably antsy, wishing they were back in the game, finishing this out. But Tyler Oliver, hit by the pitch, will jog down to first base. That'll bring Hunter Harper to the plate.
Number 17 for the Pirates, Hunter Harper.
Hunter popped up to the second baseman his first at bat. Takes that pitch high and away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Outside for a ball. 2-0 the count to Hunter Harper.
I travel a lot for my job.
Ground ball, third base. Backhands it, picks it up. Is going to throw it long throw. Is able to throw Hunter Harper out. Oliver will advance to second on the play. Puts a runner at second base for Hayden Moore.
I was just saying, I travel a lot for my job, and I love to find little local places to eat lunch and things like that when I'm out on the road, just to try to get some local flair when I have the chance.
Outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Top of the 5th inning, 2 outs. Pirates with a 9-3 lead. It is fun to do that. Get off the beaten path, get away from the chain restaurants, if you will, which I like those. Most of them. There's some pretty good ones. But it is fun to get off and find the local flair.
That's right.
And usually find some pretty doggone good food in some of those, especially in small-town Mississippi.
Yeah, small-town Mississippi's got some hidden treasures that some good food.
There's a ball hit back up towards the middle. Second baseman waits on it, picks it up. Is going to plant and throw just in time to get Hayden Moore. The Pirates will get no runs on no hits, no errors. 1 left. We played 4.5. Pearl leads 9-3. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
In times of joy, in moments of grief, we are there. When the world looks for truth, broadcasters come through, even when all else fails. Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Americans still choose broadcast television and radio more than all other media combined. Television and radio are still the most trusted sources for news and entertainment. And our web and social sites are among the most visited sites in our daily lives. When important moments happen, both big and small, we're the first informers to history. We are the pioneers, the innovators, the local broadcasters of radio and television, reaching more people, touching more lives.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirates Baseball. As we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, Pearl leading 9-3, and Justin and I have been discussing what we may do for food following the game. Right. We just figured out what the players are doing.
We know what they're doing.
As Gina Sullivan, who is one of the key people in the Diamond Club, just walked by with a delivery person with a tall stack of pizzas.
That's right.
Heading towards the Pirate dugout area. So we know what they're having for supper once this game ends. I think I want something besides pizza myself.
Yeah,
I love pizza.
I love me some pizza, but I'm thinking that's probably not what I'm thinking for tonight.
Krishawn Spate, the pitcher, steps to the batter's box, lead off the bottom of the fifth. He'll be followed by Adrian Brown and Corey Lewis. Facing Oren Myrick. First pitch popped up right side. Right fielder Hunter Allen coming in from center field and diving, makes the catch. Good play by Hunter Allen to record the out. Michael Goodson was a little late getting over there from his right field position, but Hunter gets there and makes the catch and records the out.
Had to cover a lot of real estate to make that catch. A good play there, laid out at the end. A good catch.
So I'm just concerned about where Michael's playing, and he's not getting instruction because he's really playing too deep and too far to the line, in my opinion, in right field. And that was evidence there because he had no chance to get there to make that play. Now, you playing on the line is one thing for right fielder when you got a fastball throwing in there, in high school mid-upper 80s and the pros mid-upper 90s, and you'll see them expect them to go away. But Oren and Hunter, neither one were throwing hard enough to force them to go away with the ball. Adrian Brown, his last at bat, drove one over the left center field wall for a home run. Now he's got an 0-1 count. Breaking ball stays inside for ball one. 1-1 to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Don't forget we'll have our PMN Players of the Game tonight following the ball game. It's getting dark up here in our little broadcast area. No lights up under the covered stands here at McComb High School. Really nice facility. That ball's pulled foul. It's a really nice little bleacher area, stands area here for the home team, or for the home our visitors, just directly behind home plate.
Covered area all the way around.
The problem with it that doesn't allow for a press box. There is a press box on top of the concession stand on the first base side. And I've never been up in it. I don't know if there's any room in there or not. I just don't like its location.
There's not a whole lot of room up there.
That pitch misses high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
The back half of that building is an office, like a coach's office.
Okay.
And just a little small area up front for the press box. I think that's the baseball coach's office area.
Low and away for a ball. Was ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now it's a full count to Adrian Brown. Low and in the dirt. Ball 4. Walks him. Now to bring Corey Lewis to the plate.
Number 43 for McComb Tigers.
Moss Creek Fish House and Sonic Drive-In bringing you tonight's PMN Players of the Game. We'll announce those at the conclusion of tonight's game and award the certificates to the players during the post-game interview. Make sure and stay tuned for that. Lewis is 1 for 2, struck out and singled.
Have you ever been to Moss Creek?
I have. pretty good.
Pretty good food, huh?
Like some catfish. It's good stuff.
There you go.
Got more than just catfish. They got a fairly wide menu, but the majority in their specialty is catfish.
I got you.
Some good fish.
I had a guy ask me about that the other day. I said they sponsor our player of the game, but I've never been there. Need to go pay him a visit.
I could be persuaded to attend with you.
Well,
I really like it.
For lunch?
They are. I love me some catfish. I like going there. Went there. In fact, just
there.
a couple weeks ago I was there and had lunch with them. They've got a thin cut and a regular. I've had both. I like both of them. I usually get just the regular. But they do give you the choice of a thin cut or a regular.
Need to go check that out. And everybody loves a drink from Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
Can't beat that.
Now the 1-0 count to Corey Lewis. Misses up and in for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Actually, he's saying 3 balls. I thought he had thrown an extra pitch. I was looking at the scoreboard here, and they were showing 2. It should be 3 balls, no strikes. Runner goes. Pitch misses for ball 4. Runners at first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th for Marquel Carroll. Should be getting a runner for Lewis, the catcher. And we're going to get a visit to the mound. So can't pick up the number, the font they use on their uniforms, you can't read. So I couldn't tell the number of the player. Number 9, I believe it is. Courtesy runner. As we've got to visit the mound, talking to Orrin Myrick, just trying to get him to throw some strikes. I'm sure was the focus of that discussion. Jeremiah Brown, the courtesy runner at first base. As Marquel Carroll steps in, runners at first and second, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Myrick from the stretch. Pitch misses outside. Runner's going to advance. Both runners will advance on the pass ball as it gets away from Tyler Oliver. Pitch was outside, but it's one that he should have been able to catch. It hit him in the glove, just couldn't hold on to it. So now you've got runners at second and third for Carroll.
I would think that catching is one of those things that being a backup catcher and not catching every day would be something that would be hard to kind of transition in and out of.
Pitch misses well inside. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
I mean, I know Major League Baseball, there have been some really good guys that are backup catchers. The Braves have had a couple. But I would think that's a position not doing every day would.
Not from my experience, but
okay,
I guess
you played there. I mean, I just.
I mean, it's not like any other position. I mean, the more you play it, obviously, the better chance. Actually, they said that hit him. It was a pitch that was up and in. And it's going to be ball anyway, but they said it did hit him. Now we're going to get a visit to the mound. We're going to get a pitching change as Coach Kevin Barnett goes out. So we're going to take a break for the pitching change. Back in a moment in 60 seconds on the Pirate Media Network.
Sometimes coming home can be a battle in itself. Our wounded warriors need everyone's support to meet the challenges they face every day. The USO provides every American a way to support them and their families.
What? It's good to be back.
Join us. Visit USO.org to learn how you can make a difference in the lives of our wounded warriors. The USO, until everyone comes home.
back to Pearl Pirates baseball. Making pitching change. Michael Goodson now the new pitcher for the Pirates. Orrin Myrick, it appears, is going back to center field where he had been before he came to the mound. And I'm assuming Hunter Allen is going to move from center to right field. This is where you got to be careful because you don't want to bring substitutions back in, because if you pull them out a second time, you can't put them back.
Right.
So you got to be a little careful how you do this. And he doesn't have any more people on the bench. So what he's doing is just moving these guys around out in the field unless he needs to put one of the original starters back in at some point. Michael Goodson, though, will be the new pitcher for the Pirates. Be the third one of the night. Hunter Allen started, went 3 1/3, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. He walked 4 and struck out 5. Did give up the 1 home run. And then Orrin Myrick came in, pitched 1 inning, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Hit 2 batters, had 1 wild pitch, and all 3 runners on the bases would be charged to Orrin should they score. Now Michael Goodson, the third pitcher of the night, and he'll be facing Cortez Brown. And now the first pitch, hit into left field. Todd Jenkins comes in and goes back, makes the catch. Runner's going to tag. They're going to throw back behind him at second base. Double play! And I think he said to run at the plate.
Run does not score.
He gave the same sign he had for the last one, so I couldn't tell whether he said he scored or not. But anyway, that's going to be the double play that ends the inning. So we'll be back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
Coming into its own ever since then. The folks at the Pearl Chamber of Commerce are proud of their city and want to give you just a few facts to consider. For instance, its commitment to excellence in education with Pearl's public schools and the Rankin branch of Hines Community College. It's a community whose people are grounded in faith and family. Consider Pearl's political contributions. Ray Rogers and Dean Kirby in the state legislature, and U.S. Congressman Greg Harper's district headquarters in his hometown of Pearl. It's become a handsome east entrance to the metro area on I-20 with shopping places like Bass Pro and the new Sam's Club, and Trustmark Park, home of the Mississippi Braves. The State Fire Academy is in Pearl, and so is the state headquarters of MEMA and other government agencies. The newly elected slate of city officials is excited about Pearl and making it an even better place. It's come a long way from being just a quaint little neighborhood east of Jackson. The city of Pearl, a city creating its own future.
Hometown Spotlight is sponsored by the Pearl Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball. At first they said the run at the plate did not count, that the out at second was made prior to him crossing the plate. Now they're saying it may have counted. They're discussing it. The coach from McComb was questioning it. Now the 2 umpires are discussing it. Of course, in my opinion, the one that they scored early on the strikeout's not supposed to count. We also got a confirmation of that from the rule book,
right,
that it should not have counted. This one I don't think should count either because the force out for the third out. But
they're having a nice little discussion about it.
Umpires are discussing it along with the coach. Normally you don't see this. Normally you'll see the 2 umpires go discuss it and then come back and talk to the coach. But they're having a 3-way conversation. If I'm Coach Barnett, I want to be in the middle of that conversation.
Right, me too.
But he's nowhere near it. And now the coach is still questioning it, pleading his case to the umpires.
Surprised the discussion continues. I don't.
Coach Hines is really letting the umpire have it. The umpire's letting Coach Hines have it.
I was going to say the umpire's letting him have it back.
Normally umpires don't do that much discussing. They just kind of say, this is the way it is.
Exactly. Here's what it is. Let's go.
And it's a judgment call.
Right.
As far as whether he got there first. But I don't think about it when he get there first. I think it's a force out. He's out. It doesn't matter. It's not like you had to tag him out. And as it ends up, run does not count. 9-3 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. For the Pirates, it'll be Todd Jenkins, Hunter Allen, and Nick Lawrence if one of those should reach. Michael Goodson would be the next scheduled hitter. Jenkins grounded out back to the pitcher, his first at bat. Hits this one foul down the left field line. Will be out of play. No balls, 1 strike to count. So Goodson comes in and records the final 2 outs on just 1 pitch, a fly out to left field, and then the double off with the runner going back to the bag at second as Todd Jenkins got it in quickly to Jeremy Johnson. Now the 0-1 pitch misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Just surprised they let that discussion go on like that.
Now the 1-1 pitch hit into the air, left center field. Center fielder moves over. Brown gets under it, makes the catch, and records the out. That'll be the first out of the inning, and that'll bring Hunter Allen to the plate. Allen, the starting pitcher for tonight, stands to get the win unless something drastic changes. He was hit by a pitch in the first, singled in the second, reached on an error in the fourth. Now the first pitch. Low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Made a great play defensively in center field. Going a long way to make a catch, laying out for it.
Chopped off his foot in the batter's box for a foul ball. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike, and that's Smarts.
That one hurts.
Hunter trying to walk it off a little bit. Hit right on that ankle, looked like, on his front foot, his right foot. That goes off the bat down into that. Painful. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lefty on lefty. Called strike at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Game now 2 hours old. We still got 2 more innings to play.
Yes, we do.
So really dragging along tonight. That pitch bounces in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Of course, the later it gets, the quicker the food will be as we leave here.
That's right. The longer it goes, the the more fast food like we start looking.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Hit into shallow left center field. Shortstop going back. And Brown gets there to make the catch. Adrian Brown, again, as we've talked about, one of the best athletes on this team, gets back and makes that play for the 2nd out. That'll bring Nick Lawrence, a shortstop. Oops, nope. Now we get Kenny Thomas. Going to pitch hit for Nick Lawrence. Now we'll need to see what positions they go to when they go back. Kenny, normally a backup catcher. Hits this one down the third baseline. Slow roller. Third baseman can't pick it up. It's going to be a base hit for Kenny Thomas. The third baseman was got to pick that up on a dead run and throw a strike in order to get him out, and he couldn't do it. So that'll go down as a base hit. And that'll bring Michael Goodson to the plate.
Goodson steps in. Runner at first.
They charge another error on the scoreboard. It won't go double digits, so they're showing it as 10 errors now, but that's no way that's an error. Well, I guess it's possible you could call it, but I mean that
would have been. I mean, he would have had to come up.
That takes a Chipper Jones type play to get him out right there.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Not many Chipper Joneses in high school anymore. Eighth hit of the night for the Pirates.
And he gets down the line with good speed too. I don't know if you made the perfect play. It'd still be a bang bang play at first base.
It would have been close. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Michael Goodson. Struck out his last at bat. Now the pitch misses outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Throw over to first, gets away from the first baseman. Thomas is going to head down to second base and thought about heading on to third, but they hold him up. He'll go to second on the error by the pitcher. See if they put another error up there for him, because now based on their count, it should be 11. It's 5 based on my book. That's what I'm going to go by is what I've got. I think mine's a little bit more accurate.
I think it probably is.
2 balls, no strikes. Foul back to the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now. Interesting to see what we do with our shortstop position. Nick Lawrence, of course, was just pinch hit far by Kenny Thomas. He can re-enter. Nick was the starting shortstop. He was one of the 2 original players that stayed in the game, he and Hunter Allen. You can't take a substitute out and put him back in, but a starter you can take out and put him back in. So Lawrence is eligible to go back in at the shortstop position. The only 2 players now we've not seen tonight are Dalton Solis and Paxton Bounds.
Now, also, a starter could come back in the game at any position, correct?
Correct. Popped up foul is going to be out of play. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now, he does have to go back into his original batting order, though.
Right.
He'd go back to a different position, but he has to go back into his original batting order. Now the 3-2 pitch. Runner goes. Call strike. Throw down to third. Not in time. That was the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. So the run down at third didn't make any difference. On the strikeout, Pirates no runs. Strand a base runner. We've played 5.5. Pearl leads 9-3. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
In times of joy, in moments of grief, we are there. When the world looks for truth, broadcasters come through, even when all else fails. Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Americans still choose broadcast television and radio more than all other media combined. Television and radio are still the most trusted sources for news and entertainment. And our web and social sites are among the most visited sites in our daily lives. When important moments happen, both big and small, we're the first informers to history. We are the pioneers, the innovators, the local broadcasters of radio and television, reaching more people, touching more lives.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Pearl leading McComb 9-3. Waiting on the umpires to come back into position. Michael Goodson stays in as the pitcher, where he was. Kenny Thomas, who pinch hit for Nick Lawrence, stays in the ball game as the shortstop. Coach Barnett talking to the umpire about something, I guess making sure that they got the position change with him staying in the ball game. Henry McDonald will be leading off, followed by Ladarius Young and Rashard Brown. Now the first pitch hits him up and in. He'll take his base. That'll bring Ladarius Young to the plate. McDonald kind of smarting a little bit with that one. Now, if you remember earlier, McDonald was pinch run for us.
Yes,
so if
he was.
Can't do that again, they'll have to take him out. You only do that once on either not a catcher or a pitcher. Call strike to Ladarius Young. Struck out twice tonight, 2nd and the 4th innings. Inside corner for strike 2.
That's what you want to do. Throw strikes at this stage of the ball game. Let them swing the bat. Let you guys play defense behind you.
That's the one thing the Pirates have not done a great job of. They walked 3 batters tonight. That pitch was going to be out of the strike zone, I think, up and in, but he reaches up and fouls it off. So that's 9 batters that you've put on base, either hitting them or walking them. Now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Ground ball back up towards the shortstop. Thomas going to pick it up. Toss to second for 1. Relay to first. In time. Double play. Thomas to Johnson to Harper. And the Pirates turn the double play and erase the base runner.
Good execution there by the Pirates. A 6-4-3 double play. And now 2 outs in the inning.
That'll bring Richard Brown to the plate, the center fielder. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody on base. Pitch misses high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Again, after the game tonight, we'll award our PMN Players of the Game, brought to you by Sonic and Moss Creek Fish House. We'll be reviewing our notes to figure out who that's going to be. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Call strike 3. And that ends the inning. The Pirates get them 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 6th. We'll go to the 7th inning. Pearl leading 9-3. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
It was once called East Jackson, but the city of Pearl's been coming into its own ever since then. The folks at the Pearl Chamber of Commerce are proud of their city and want to give you just a few facts to consider. For instance, its commitment to excellence in education with Pearl's public schools and the Rankin branch of Hines Community College. It's a community whose people are grounded in faith and family. Consider Pearl's political contributions. Ray Rogers and Dean Kirby in the state legislature, and U.S. Congressman Greg Harper's district headquarters in his hometown of Pearl. It's become a handsome east entrance to the metro area on I-20 with shopping places like Bass Pro and the new Sam's Club, and Trustmark Park, home of the Mississippi Braves. The State Fire Academy is in Pearl, and so is the state headquarters of MEMA and other government agencies. The newly elected slate of city officials is excited about Pearl and making it an even better place. It's come a long way from being just a quaint little neighborhood east of Jackson. The city of Pearl, a city creating its own future.
Hometown Spotlight is sponsored by the Pearl Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. We're going to the top of the 7th. Pearl with a 9-3 lead. Pirates 9 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The Tigers 3 runs on 3 hits and 5 errors. For the Pirates here in the top of the 7th, it'll be Jeremy Johnson, Orrin Myrick, Tyler Oliver, and if one of those should reach, Hunter Harper, the first 4 scheduled hitters. Following the 7th, we'll have our PMN Player of the Game interviews, along with a word with head coach Kevin Barnett. Jeremy Johnson's grounded out to short and to second so far in the game. Takes that pitch high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One 1-0 pitch, lined in the right field line. Fair ball into the corner. Johnson's going to round first, heading for second. Here comes a throw, and too high. Is it? No, he got him. Good tag by Brown. A good play by Marquell Carroll, the right fielder, to chase it down in the corner and throw a good shot into his shortstop. It's going to be a single for Johnson. Then he'll be thrown out, trying to stretch it to a double on a good throw, catch, and tag by the McComb Tigers. That'll bring Orrin Myrick. Nope, we're going to get Drake coming to the plate. Don't think I've even got Drake in my roster on here. Takes that pitch for a ball. One ball, no strikes to count. Fouls that one off. Drake has come in one JV game so far this year. Call strike.
One out in the inning. We're in the top of the seventh.
Reaches out, tries to hit it, can't reach it. Strikeout for Drake in his only varsity at bat this year. That'll bring Tyler Oliver to the plate. We'll see who goes into center field. Hunter Allen can re-enter into center field.
Yes, he can.
He was the starting pitcher, and he never came out of the game.
Right.
He went from pitcher to center field, so he's only come out once, so he can re-enter. Orrin Myrick cannot re-enter. That one's foul back. At least according to the rules, he can't re-enter unless they bend it a little bit here.
Unless we bend them tonight.
So we'll have to see who goes to center field for the Pirates. Now the 0-1 pitch. Low for a ball, one strike to count. 2 outs in the top of the seventh. Pearl leading 9-3, 6-run lead. Now the 1-1 pitch. High for a ball. 2 hours, 15 minutes time of the game so far.
Woo, that's all?
That's all. Pitch misses for ball 3. 3-1 to count. Now the 3-1 pitch. Low for ball 4. That'll bring Hunter Harper to the plate. Hunter's popped up to second, grounded out to third. Now he'll bat with 2 outs here in the top of the seventh. Runner at first base. Drake, the manager, go back talk about him a bit. He's the hardest working guy on this team.
Oh, he is. There's
Bar
no doubt about
none.
it.
You come out here 2 hours for a game time at a home game at Pirate Park. He's out there dragging the field, moving equipment, getting things set up. Hardest working guy around here.
Without a doubt.
I would have liked to have seen him get on base
Me
somehow.
too.
Either a hit, a walk, hit. It didn't matter how. If he
get on
had,
base.
you know what? He'd have been the PMN player of the game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If he had, all he had to do was get on base.
Just get on base. No doubt about it. He's a hard worker. And a really nice guy, too.
Now the first pitch to Hunter Harper. Misses low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Tyler Oliver down at first base. Reached on a 2-out walk. Hunter grounds it to the left side. Shortstop picks it up, tosses to second for the short force out, and that'll end the inning. The Pirates, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We played 6 1/2. Back in a moment for the bottom of the seventh on the Pirate Media Network.
Serving Mississippi since 1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
Harvey's Fish Hut is located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine-in or carry-out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh, open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. She loves to laugh, she loves to sing, she does everything. She loves to move. She loves
Welcome back to Pearl Pirate Baseball here on the Pirate Media Network. Zach Carter re-enters the game. He started the game off as the center fielder. And when you pinch hit for the current center fielder, you got to put somebody back in center. And the one that you had was Orrin Myrick, who cannot re-enter as he was not in the game to begin with.
Right.
So the only thing you got is to go back to your original. So you go back to Zach Carter. So he re-enters the game as the center fielder to play the bottom of the seventh inning. Michael Goodson on the mound, trying to close the game out. Not a save opportunity, but an opportunity just to close it out and end the ball game on the mound for the Pearl Pirates, try to hang on for this 6-run lead. Remember, following the game, we'll have our PMN Players of the Game brought to you by Sonic Drive-Ins and Moss Creek Fish House. And also get a word with head coach Kevin Barnett.
Pirates have come in, let some of their backups play today, and still hold on to a 9-3 lead here over the McComb Tigers. After clinching last night, Pirates have the opportunity here to sweep the Tigers on the season. Whether they can hold on and win here tonight.
For the Tigers here in their half of the seventh, the bottom of the seventh, we'll have Jatarius Wilson, Krishawn Spate, Adrian Brown, top of the order. First pitch popped up, foul and out of play. A little chopper back towards the pitcher. Goodson grabs it, throws to first, strike. One out. Good play by Michael Goodson to come off the mound field, planted his foot, and throw a strike across to Hunter Harper and record out number one.
And he did throw a strike. That's probably the hardest ball we've seen him throw tonight. That strike to Hunter Harper at first base.
Krishawn Spate came on in relief of Rashard Brown on the mound. Grounds that one to the shortstop. Thomas picks it up. Plants, throws a low throw. Harper can't make the scoop. That'll be an error on the shortstop. A lot of times you'll see a first baseman able to make that scoop, but you'll never charge that error to the first baseman if he doesn't, because it's the shortstop's responsibility to get him a good throw, and he didn't. So an error by the shortstop puts a runner on base for Adrian Brown. 1 for 1 tonight. He walked in the first, hit a big homer over the left center field wall in the fourth, walked again in the fifth. And now he bats with Spite down at second base. And then a wild pitch is going to move him again.
Goodson needs to settle down here, throw some strikes. Don't be afraid to pitch to this guy.
Pitch is low for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Now the 2-0 pitch. Going to look at third. Runner goes back easily. Called strike. Good pitch right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Adrian Brown. Batting average back to an even 500 for Adrian Brown. It's what he was coming into the game yesterday. Went up to 509, went back down to 491, back up to 500 now with a 1-for-1 performance tonight. That pitch misses for a ball. Three balls, 1 strike to count to Adrian Brown. Goodson works from the stretch as he looks at Spade at third. Now throws it behind Brown. It's going to be ball forward. Runner's going to come to the plate and be safe. They turn around, look at Brown, or he's going to head to second. They're going to hold on and not get that happen, but it will score on the wild pitch. And that'll bring Corey Lewis to the plate. He's 1 for 2, struck out in the first, singled in the fourth, walked in the fifth.
Number 43 for the McComb Tigers, Corey Lewis.
Lewis can hit. Situation here where, you can't be afraid. You got to throw him strikes.
Runner goes, swing and a miss for a strike. They're not even going to throw down, just going to let him have that because he had a big jump and was gone. That's the 19th stolen base of the season for Adrian Brown. No balls, 1 strike to Corey Lewis. Ground ball back up the middle. Thomas dives, knocks it down. Goes second baseman, picks it up and throws him out. Good heads-up play. It's going to go as a 6-4-3 putout. A diving effort by Kenny Thomas. Picked up then by second baseman Jeremy Johnson and makes the throw across to get Corey Lewis out. And coach is going to question the play. Thinking he was drawn off the bag, but he's probably not going to get anything fixed with that.
I don't think so.
So it goes in the book as a 6-4-3 putout. Adrian Brown does advance to third on the play. But that's just where effort pays off because Kenny Thomas could have just said, well, it's going to go up the middle, let it go. But he dives for it, tipped off his glove. Jeremy Johnson heading for it, scoops it up and throws it and gets the out. Now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, that's going to bring Marquell Carroll to the plate.
Good heads-up play by the Pirates.
That pitch misses for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Michael Goodson trying to finish it out. There's a called strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 5-run game. The runner at third base is Adrian Brown, but if I'm Goodson, I don't even care about him because he doesn't mean a thing at this point. Let's just get the out and we're done. Go get that pizza that we saw delivered a while ago.
Right.
And get on a bus ride back to Pearl. Make sure and stay tuned for our PMN Player of the Game, brought to you by Moss Creek Fish House and Sonic Drive-In. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got to throw it down to first to complete it. It's a bad throw, and it's going to go offline. I don't know what Tyler Oliver's thinking. Just didn't even throw it down to first. So the game is still alive. It's going to be a strikeout. It's going to be on a pass ball. That's going to be an error by the throwing error by the catcher. That's what that's going to be because he just didn't throw that one very good. The runner's going to score on the play. So charge that as an error to Tyler Oliver. And now it's 9. Should be 9-5, I think. My book up here still says 4, but I think it should be 5. Something happened with a runner. I have to figure out how it didn't count him. It shows him 5 down there. Okay. Cortez Brown takes the first 2 for balls. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Now the 2-0 pitch. That's in for a strike. Tyler Oliver wants to go out and talk to his pitcher, Michael Goodson. May have been a miscommunication somewhere. They want to try to get everybody on the same page. 9 runs on 9 hits, 3 errors for the Pirates. 5 runs on 3 hits, 5 errors for the Tigers. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Pearl just trying to finish it out. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit towards left field. Ty Jenkins going back. He will get there, make the catch, and record the third and final out. And the final out of the ball game. The Pirates will win the game. The win will go to the starting pitcher, Hunter Allen. The loss will go to the starting pitcher, Richard Brown. No save in the ball game. Time of the game, 2 hours, 28 minutes. And that's going to be your final score. Pirates will win by a score of 9-5. We're going to take a break, make our way down to the field, get a word with head coach Kevin Barnett, and then be back to wrap up the ball game. Back in a moment on the Pirate Media Network.
Pearl Stamp and Sign is now Sign Mart. Our name has changed, but not our great service. For over 20 years, we have been your #1 hometown retailer in custom stamps, signage, and marketing products. Now we are growing and want to take you with us. Whether you have an event, starting a new business, or wish to expand your existing business, Sign Mart is committed to helping you meet your design and marketing needs. Come see the friendly staff at Sign Mart on Pearson Road in Pearl and make your mark in the business world.
Serving Mississippi since 1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
Harvey's Fish Hut is located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine-in or carry-out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh, open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
It's easy to have concerns about your cooling and heating system in the middle of summer, especially when you live in the Deep South. My friends at Hermetic Rush Services recommend you let them take away these worries when you call Hermetic Rush Services at 601-932-7874 for all your residential and commercial cooling and heating needs. You'll feel smarter from the shoulders up and a whole lot more comfortable head to toe. Hermetic Rush Services, where Rush is our middle name. Call them today, 601-932-7874.
In times of joy, in moments of grief, we are there. When the world looks for truth, broadcasters come through, even when all else fails. Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Americans still choose broadcast television and radio more than all other media combined. We are the local broadcasters of radio and television.
Welcome back to Pearl Pirates Baseball. We're in McComb, Mississippi, where the Pirates have defeated the Tigers by a score of 9-5. Here with me, the two pitchers tonight that really made the difference are our PMN players of the game, brought to you by Sonic and Moss Creek Fish House. It's Hunter Allen, Michael Goodson. Guys, first off, Hunter, congratulations. Great job tonight starting off on the mound. How did it feel getting out there and doing some strikes?
It felt pretty good, and I have to thank my coaches and my teammates. They really brought me here, and it felt pretty good tonight.
Tonight you were filling up the strike zone. You also go out. Actually, we're going to pause here. They got a little excitement going on. That was thought that was going to wait until after we got through with the interview. So, anyway, Hunter, How was that?
It feels good. It feels good.
They got a little fun here with a little shaving cream on Hunter Allen, trying to get Michael Goodson did get him a little bit. You went in the game, made another great play in center field, though, after that, a good diving play. Tell me about that play in center field.
I don't know. I just reacted. I didn't know what to do, and so I got on it fast, and I didn't call it. Goodson just told me to take it, so I just did what I was supposed to do.
Michael, you come into the game in relief of Hunter, did a good job out there filling up the strike zone. Your thoughts on your performance tonight?
I want to thank my coach for allowing me to come in and let me throw, and it's a great honor, and I'm just glad I got the win.
Good deal. Guys, congratulations. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at Trustmark Park. I'm going to try to get head coach Kevin Barnett over here as the Pirates wrap up tonight's game, wrap up the region schedule with an 8-1 record in region play. Coach Barnett, I'm surprised they didn't save the shaving cream for you.
I'm glad they didn't. I want to go home clean after this one. I want to go home clean.
Coach, a game that we scored 7 runs in the top of the first, opened up the big lead. We didn't finish probably like as well as you'd have liked to have seen, but you gave the guys a lot of chance to play. Your thoughts on the game tonight?
Well, I'm glad we came in and opened up real early because I wanted to get our starters off their feet for a little while, get them a little rest before our big game with Brandon tomorrow. Because that's definitely one that we want to go in 100% and have our best chance of taking that one. And I liked what I saw out of our younger guys, especially pitching wise. Hunter came in and had a really strong outing. I think he was throwing a no-hitter till about the 4th, I believe. And then the number 10 for the shortstop comes in and cranks one. But that guy can hit, and Hunter being a young guy, he just left one over the plate for him. But I like what I saw. Hitting wise, we still got a lot of work to do. I think that's just a lot of strength training that's going to happen a lot in the future, but I like what I saw.
Well, and talking about Adrian Brown, number 10, obviously the best athlete on this McComb Tiger team's also been selected, if I'm not mistaken, to play in the All-Star game for high school baseball this year. So giving up one to him is not the worst thing that can happen to you. The guy's hitting over 500 on the season. But, Coach, you mentioned tomorrow night's game against Brandon at Trustmark Park, a big game for this Pearl Pirates, a game that I've been looking at Trustmark Park, a great place to go play. Your thoughts as now you prepare bus ride home, and tomorrow looking at that game tomorrow night, what are we looking at for this Pearl Pirate team?
Right now, like I said, I think the biggest thing is our guys getting some rest, and tomorrow we're gonna come out. I think we're gonna have Zach Carter on the mound. I think he's got our best chance, and I think for them, if it's not exciting for them, I don't know what is, because it's the biggest stage in Mississippi, one of the nicest minor league fields in the nation. So if they're not pumped up, I don't know. I'm very, very pumped up for this game against our arch rival and playing, like I said, on the biggest stage in Mississippi. And I think our guys are excited, and they're going to be ready to go tomorrow.
And also the state championship games will be played back there in just about a month, and it'd be nice to have a preview of that tomorrow night and a chance to go back there in about a month.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good deal.
Thank you.
Thanks. That's head coach Kevin Barnett as the Pirates claim the victory tonight, finished the region record at 8-1. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Justin will give you some stats. I'll join him. We'll wrap it up in the booth. You're watching Pearl Pirate Baseball on the Pirate Media Network.
Serving Mississippi since 1967, Mississippi Bonding Company is prepared to help in your time of need. Our agents are the quickest, most efficient, and most educated bail bonds agents in the area. We use state-of-the-art computer equipment and services to process all applications, credit cards, and deliver the necessary documents to get your friends and family released as quickly as possible. All jails, all courts, statewide and nationwide service, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. In trouble? Call Mississippi Bonding Company right now and let our professional agents help.
Pearl Stamp and Sign is now Sign Mart. Our name has changed, but not our great service. For over 20 years, we have been your #1 hometown retailer in custom stamps, signage, and marketing products. Now we are growing and want to take you with us. Whether you have an event, starting a new business, or wish to expand your existing business, Sign Mart is committed to helping you meet your design and marketing needs. Come see the friendly staff at Sign Mart on Pearson Road in Pearl and make your mark in the business world.
Harvey's Fish Hut is located on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road in Pearl, Mississippi. Harvey's prides itself on having the best fried catfish in the metro area, as well as tasty pan trout. Harvey's Fish Hut only serves quality Mississippi farm-raised catfish. Dine in or carry out, Harvey's Fish Hut is always served hot and fresh, open Monday through Saturday for both lunch and dinner. So stop by and see Willie Harvey at Harvey's Fish Hut on the corner of Airport Road and Old Whitfield Road, or call to place your order at 601-939-6262. 601-939-6262.
Pirate Baseball right here on the Pirate Media Network. Pirates, big winners tonight, 9-5. Your final, looking at some offensive stats first for the Pearl Pirates. Parker Thurman, 1 for 1. Hutton, 1 for 1. Zach Carter also 1 for 1. Zach Prince, 1 for 2. Dalton Sullivan, 1 for 2. Jimmy Boyd, 1 for 2. Phelan Smith, 1 for 1. Hunter Allen, 1 for 3. Nick Lawrence, 1 for 3. Johnson, 1 for 3. And Thomas also 1 for 1. Hunter Allen gets the win tonight. He goes 3 1/3, gives up 3 runs. All 3 of those were earned on 3 hits. Struck out 5, walked 4. Goodson came on in relief, went 2 2/3 innings, gave up 2 runs. None of those were earned. 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and he walked 1. As we said, Allen gets the win. Brown takes the loss for McComb. Gives up 7 runs. 6 of those were earned. Not a good night for McComb, but a great night for the Pearl Pirates as they win 9-5. We're gonna keep it right here, not take a commercial break. We'll stay right here. DP joins me. Big win for the Pirates, a big region win. They didn't really have to have it, but it's good to give your younger guys the opportunity to come in and play and beat this McComb Tiger team.
It is, and it's one, as you heard Coach Barnett say, you gave the starters a chance to get some rest tonight, get off their feet, and get a chance to try to be prepared for tomorrow night. It's a big game tomorrow night at Trustmark Park when they take on the Brandon Bulldogs. It's a rival game, as he mentioned, the biggest stage in the state when you get a chance to go to the best stage, period, in the state of Mississippi as far as the ballpark. The way it take away, maybe, I'm not talking about Ole Miss and Mississippi State, because they got 2 pretty exciting
nice
atmospheres there.
Yeah, definitely.
But as far as a high school place to play, tomorrow night is a great opportunity for the Pearl Pirates to play Brandon, and he wants the guys to be fresh. They're coming off a good victory. They're coming off 2 wins in a row against McComb this week, winning a Region 6 5A championship. So there's a lot of positive things going for the Pirates. Now they just need to show up tomorrow night focused, ready to go. Zach Carter will be on the mound and look for big things out of the Pirates tomorrow night at Trustmark Park when they take on the Brandon Bulldogs.
Absolutely. I think it's something that I know we'll look into a little more tomorrow night and talk about, but it's something that you got to come into that big atmosphere. You got to play focused. You got to play your game just like you're playing at Pearl or anywhere else. Come in, do what it takes to come out with a win, play hard, play mistake-free baseball. We'll talk a little more about that tomorrow night, but it'll be an exciting game, Pearl-Brandon, tomorrow night from Trustmark Park.
Final here tonight, Pearl defeats McComb by a score of 9-5. Time of the game, 2 hours, 28 minutes. And the Pirates claim the victory and secure, again, 8-1 record in region play. So it's been a great night for baseball here at McComb High School in McComb, Mississippi. We want to thank our sponsors, Mississippi Bonding, Harvey's Fish Hut, Sign Mart, Hermetic Rush Services, City of Pearl, Sonic Drive-In, the Alumni House, Moss Creek Fish House, and the Mississippi Braves. Thanks to our executive producer, Frank Hutton, our director and producer, Roy Harper, our associate producer, Michael Brewer, broadcast engineer back at the studio, Greg Cuspid, Carol Davis, one of our camera operators tonight. I think the other one was on autopilot. Always thank Perry Lowry, City of Pearl, Urban Forestry Building and Grounds. Thanks to my color analyst, Justin Bennett, for helping me up here tonight, as always. This broadcast of Pearl Pirate High School Athletics is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, downloads, or copying of any type without the expressed written permission of the Pirate Media Network is strictly prohibited. Once again, thanks for joining us. The Pirates win by a score of 9-5. We'll be back tomorrow night. First pitch scheduled for 8 p.m. Our broadcast begins at 7:30, live here on the Pirate Media Network and WUFX My 35. Look forward to seeing you then with us. Until then, I'm DP saying good night, everybody.